What's up? So we're going to be answering the question of how to make your woman more submissive, right? Someone asked this on my TikTok actually. They said, how do you be more masculine and how do you make your woman more submissive? And we're going to uncover that now. If you don't follow the TikTok, go on Reemus B, follow that. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, subscribe. If you are, like this video. Let's get this going. So we're going to first address the fact that submissiveness is a natural part of femininity when it's in alignment with masculinity. So a lot of the time people have trouble hearing that word, right? We have to first uncover and unpack what that word really means to some extent, because as soon as someone hears that, they go, oh, so you're just going to be telling her what to do and she doesn't like it and you're going to be over controlling and all of this stuff. That's not what we're saying. What we're really speaking about is the cooperative attitude that a woman's going to express when she's with a man that she trusts. Most women who are healthy and feminine already know this, but women who have been indoctrinated to go against being in that submissive state, they have a hard time hearing that word. But we have to understand that in all areas of life, there is leadership and there is fellowship. Even as you go to work, what do? You submit to your boss. You actually use the word boss, which is crazy. The leader of the country or the leader of the city, the governor, the president, the prime minister, they are the leaders, and there is safety in us following them. We vote for them. We vote for them because we trust them. We trust their leadership, and their leadership is going to be a benefit for us. And there's nothing, that's an important aspect of it in relationships. Actually, a woman is voting almost for your leadership, and she can be in a relationship and not vote for your leadership. She can just vote for the things that she likes about you outside of that. She can vote for the sex, she can vote for the jokes, the confidence, being taken out to dinners, but she can actually not opt in to submit into your leadership, which is crazy. I would say a woman should not get with a man who she doesn't trust herself, in terms of following his leadership. You are an independent woman whilst being in a situation where you're not supposed to be independent. You're supposed to be able to depend on your man. However, submissiveness is natural and heavily linked to the feminine state. But here's a catch, and you've probably never heard this before. Women are submissive and rebellious at the same time. So she's peaceful and peacefully submissive to leadership, whilst also having this part of her nature which is chaotic and rebellious at the same time. Women are up, down, women are left, right, women are calm, chaotic, women are destructive and nurturing, all at the same time. That's the beauty, in my opinion, of the feminine energy. It's all of these different things. It's a state that flows in and out of different states. So women have a naturally rebellious side to them, which is why they always make jokes about, I'm giving my man attitude and all of that stuff. There's almost like a fun in being bratty for them. That's the rebellious side of femininity. However, there is no peace and there's no stability, obviously, in chaos, in this up and down volatility that is natural to the feminine state. So God, nature, the universe wants her to find stability through a man, and she does that through her submissiveness to him. So the benefit to being submissive to a man who's worth that power is that she's going to find peace, security, and safety in doing so, because left to her own devices, she can be very chaotic, which is self-destructive, right? So literally the only way that she can find true stability is actually for a man. You can be stable, right? The only way to be feminine and stable is through a man, is what I mean. Because in order to be stable by herself, she'll have to enter her masculine. But when she's with a man, she can let out her chaoticness and rely on the fact that his guidance and his structure and his direction will keep it safe, keep it peaceful, keep it in order. So it's literally the only way she can experience femininity in its entirety, because it's nature's way of binding her to what is stable, what is secure. And as a man, you have that responsibility. It's a big responsibility. And this is why women put such a high price on it, because in order to do that, it takes a lot of trust. Women will often tell you they cannot be feminine or submissive because they don't have a masculine man in their life. They will often say that. And it goes way deeper than you think, actually, because the system, the government, corporations, media have created a context where men are unable to do that, because there was no problem with this happening in times past. So we're going to uncover that deeper. I have 2 books coming up. A book about the fact that the system is the new modern woman's husband. And the book after that will be on masculine leadership. So I will unpack this in more depth. Because the system really totally messed things up in terms of masculine leadership. But the most important thing to know is you don't have to worry. God genetically, spiritually, neurologically designed her to want to seek submissiveness with a man so much that women will do it without them noticing. Women will do it despite the fact that they've been programmed by society and the government to not be. So you don't have to worry. What you have to worry about is you have to be a man. You have to be a man in his masculine energy. You have to find joy in expressing masculine energy, the responsibility that comes with the masculine, the high burden of performance. Many men complain about the fact, especially in the red pill community, they complain about the fact that they have so much pressure and responsibility as a man. You can complain all you like, but it's not going to change the situation. Just like a woman can complain, well, I was designed weaker than a man. You can complain, but none of this is actually going to make any difference. I would say it makes more sense for you to get with God's program, submit to God, and say, this is God's plan. I just had a thought, but I'm going to speak about in future videos how your submissiveness to God actually helps her be more submissive to you, but we'll save that for another one. So she has this submissive side to her, and it does not go away just because society programmed it. So she's still gonna have it, and she's gonna have to let it out. If she's not letting it out with you, she's either uncovering it, she's covering it, or she's going to let it out with someone else. That side of her is in there. There's no woman that's not submissive, trust me. It's really just the context, the environment, and who she deems as valuable enough to do that. You need to work on yourself. You need to be a man of strong character, strong masculine value, which we'll go into in future videos too. And you must work on leadership skills. She cannot submit to that, to those who are bad leaders. It does not make sense for a woman to say, hey, I'm going to submit to him, and it's not a benefit and it's not safe for her. So you need to work on yourself as a man. In future videos, we're going to talk about that masculine value in depth, because basically she can submit subconsciously and energetically, which most women actually still do today, like even when they don't know it. And the other aspect is you want her to consciously accept being submissive. So, this is something that could be drawn out over hours, if I'm being honest, but we're going to stop it there for now. I want you to comment down below. Let Reemus know what you think. What have you found works in terms of making your woman feel like she trusts being submissive to you, right? So comment down below, let Reemus know, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.